a Stoic Sage. Here are 6 steps how Marcus Aurelius would handle stress. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this, you have the power to revoke at any moment. Marcus Aurelius. Welcome. Today, we explore how Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, handled stress, something we all know too well. Imagine facing the weight of an empire, war, and betrayal, yet remaining calm and steady. His wisdom isn't just for rulers, it's for all of us navigating modern chaos. Let's uncover the tools he used to master stress and how you can apply them to your own life. 1. The observer's mind, seeing without distortion. You always have a choice how you interpret and respond to life's challenges. This is the heart of Stoicism, and Marcus Aurelius knew it well. Picture a storm outside your window. You can panic, or you can simply observe the rain falling. Stress often comes from how we see things, not from the things themselves. Marcus mastered the art of stepping back, detaching, and seeing clearly. Imagine a sculptor chiseling away at a block of stone. Each strike shapes the masterpiece, not by force, but by careful consideration. Life's challenges, like stress, are like those strikes, shaping us. The sculptor doesn't curse the chisel. He embraces its role in crafting something greater. When stress arises, ask, what is the story I'm telling myself about this? Then strip it down to just the facts. This shifts you from reaction to response. Emotions are valid and crucial, often giving us feedback and information. Notice your emotions and choose to see the facts without an emotional reaction. Pause to reflect. What stress in your life might be rooted in perception rather than reality? 2. Amor Fati, loving the uncontrollable. You don't just accept life's difficulties, you embrace them. Amor Fati, love of fate, was key to Marcus's resilience. It means seeing challenges not as curses, but as paths to growth. Think of a garden in the early spring, where frost still lingers. It's an uncomfortable phase, but necessary for new growth. The frost, like challenges, makes the eventual bloom even more powerful. Next time you face an obstacle, instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" try, "What is this teaching me?" Pause to reflect. How would your life change if you welcomed challenges instead of resisting them? 3. Premeditatio Malorum, rehearsing hardships. Marcus didn't just hope for the best, he prepared for the worst. This practice, premeditation of evils, helps build stress immunity. By mentally walking through potential difficulties, you train yourself to remain steady when they arrive. Here's an example. A general doesn't wait for battle to think about war. He trains daily, so when war comes, he is ready. Each morning, take a moment to imagine challenges you might face that day. How would your best self respond? Pause to reflect. What situation in your life would feel less stressful if you had already rehearsed it mentally? 4. The present moment, finding peace here and now. Stress often lives in the past, regret, or the future, worry. Marcus taught that true power lies in the present. A philosopher was once asked, "What's the secret to happiness?" He replied, "To not argue with reality." When you feel stress creeping in, take one deep breath and ask, right now, in this moment, what is actually wrong? You'll often find the present is far more peaceful than your thoughts about it. Pause to reflect. Can you recall a moment where worrying about the future stole peace from the present? Worrying does not take away tomorrow's troubles. It takes away today's peace. Randy Armstrong. 5. Memento Mori, using mortality as a guide. Marcus reminded himself daily, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Far from morbid, this makes life precious. It's a way to cut through stress and focus on what truly matters. Imagine if today were your last day. How much of your stress would still seem important? In the grand tapestry of time, many of our daily worries are but fleeting moments. Like a ripple on a vast ocean, write down the 3 things that matter most to you. When stress arises, ask, does this affect what truly matters? What worries would you let go of if you fully embrace the shortness of life? 6. Service, turning stress into strength for others. One of the fastest ways to dissolve stress, shift from why me to how can I help? Marcus Aurelius believed in service, seeing himself as part of something greater. Stress shrinks when we expand beyond ourselves. Here's an example. Imagine a firefighter in the middle of a blazing inferno. If he stood there panicking about the heat, the smoke, and the danger, he'd freeze. Instead, he focuses on saving lives, one step, one action at a time. The flames don't disappear, but his purpose makes them secondary. In the same way, when stress engulfs you, shifting focus from why is this happening to me to how can I help transforms pressure into purpose. When stress rises, find one way to serve, whether through kindness, listening, or a simple act of generosity. Pause to reflect. Who in your life could use support right now, and how might helping them ease your own burdens? Marcus Aurelius didn't avoid stress, he mastered it. He saw perception as a choice, challenges as teachers, and life as fleeting but meaningful. Stress isn't the enemy, it's an invitation to grow, to act, to serve. Before you go, take one small action today. Bring peace to your home, your work, or a relationship. A kind word, a moment of mindfulness, or even a simple breath can create ripples of calm. You've got this. Farewell, and remember, a Stoic Sage lives within you, awakening each moment as you remember who you are.